So nice to see you all. Good evening, my dear Akriti. Nice to see you all today here. And here we are today to discuss about do's and don'ts in exam. And I'm sure you all are going to do great in the exam and you all will succeed. Hi, Farheen, Rehana, Revti, Yasmin, butterfly in stomach. That's natural, isn't it, before exam? Revti, you're right. Dr. Shobna, Dr. Rima, Dr. Mariam, Dr. Ria, Dr. Yasmin, Dr. Samri. So let us discuss. Hi, dear. Hi, Rehana. So let us discuss how we are feeling now and which is natural. Thinking don't remember anything. Akriti, believe me, you all have done wonderfully well in the mock. The final mock, you have done wonderfully well. And some of you even scored more than 90%. So definitely you all are going to succeed. Don't worry about that. Only thing is you have to keep your calm. You have to be composed and give your best in the exam. Whatever you have done in this last 7 months, some of you started since 7 months, the long course, some of you started 5 months, and some of you joined for the crash course. So all of you are prepared for the exam. Believe me that you all are ready for the exam because whatever time we will take, it is not going to change our feeling before exam. Before exam, we are like kids, isn't it? We feel like we are scared before exam, like we are in childhood. The same way we feel whenever we give exam, that feeling returns. So before exam, feeling anxious, feeling nervous is all absolutely acceptable and normal. So don't worry about that. That is a natural feeling, and it's only for 48 hours now because the exam is after 48 hours. So here we are to discuss that now. This is very crucial period. How to deal with your mindset now, how to deal with your attitude now, how to deal with your anxiety now. That is very important because in the exam you have to be confident. Then only you can use your 100% abilities and you will be able to uh, do justice to whatever hard work you have done in the last few months. Believe me, this exam you are not going to pass by last week preparation or last 2 days preparation or last minute reading or last minute flipping. It is not going to work. You have already done enough, you are prepared. So, first of all, you have to believe that you are ready. And believe me, it makes a difference. It makes a difference according to my experience, my own experience, according to other students' experience. I'm telling you, feeling nervous is all right, but don't allow you to take it to panic mode. Take it to somewhere. Little anxiety is fine. That is a boost. But too much anxiety is not good for the mind. It makes you tired. So, this is what we have to discuss today so that you all now, these 2 days, I don't want you people, I'm not here to give you tips about what to read because I know you all have read enough, you all are remembering enough, you all will pass the exam. Whenever I see in the Telegram group here and there, you are solving queries of other students, that give me immense pleasure, believe me. And I really miss taking the classes for you all. I really love you all. So believe in me. Till now, you have believed in me for months and months. So last time, believe in me that these 2 days doesn't matter. Only you have to relax in these 2 days and be proud of yourself that how good you have done till now and how far we have reached in this preparation journey. And our family MMRCOG is doing good. Thank you, Dr. Revati. Yes, I hope you people miss me. But once you pass part two, you'll forget me, isn't it? So, okay, let's start. Okay, dear, thank you. So, believe in yourself is the first step. Now, in these 2 days, every day you have to tell yourself, I'm going to pass this exam. I can do it. I will do it. Every day you have to tell this in your mind that positive thoughts, positive vibes are really, really important now. If we pass, we want to be with you in part three. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, Akriti. You all will be with me for part three also. Don't worry. It seems impossible until it is done, and it will be done. So, as I told you, every day you have to tell yourself you will do it. Just a few words about exam format. You all must be knowing it, but I'm revising it because what happened in the last few days when we are panicking or when we get under stress, whatever somebody has told you, it will echo in your mind. So that's why I thought just to repeat this. You will be having two papers. Each paper will be 3 hour duration. You all know that. 50 SBAs, 50 EMQs. Now, from where to start? Shall we start SBA first or EMQ first? It's your choice. But if you ask me, I will suggest you to start with SBA. Why? Because if you go in sequencing, it is better because some of you might face difficulty in going back. It is an online exam. It is not flipping the papers. So sometimes you might lost track of what you have done, what not, like that. So with paper, it was easy. You can do whatever way. But online, I will suggest you to start from question 1 and go till question 100. Now, which paper will be first? Some of you might be having query that gynae will be first or obstetric will be first. It doesn't matter. You are totally prepared for both obstetric and gynecology before entering the exam hall. So don't worry, whichever paper comes first. Sometimes there will be mixing of questions. Some ops and gynae will be mixed in both the paper. Teaching will be in both. Statistics will be in both. So don't worry about that. Don't think that in between the gap for the 1 hour which you get for the lunch break, you're going to read anything. Please don't read in the last minute. It is very important, believe me. Your mind will get tired. So, last day on the exam day, you shouldn't read anything. If you are a very anxious personality and you cannot sit without doing anything, then you can just flip the pages without talking to anybody, without discussing anything, because everybody has their own mindset, everybody has their own preparation. Everybody is different, everybody's attitude is different. Somebody will ask you something before exam hall and you will think, I don't remember it. It's okay. You cannot remember 100% and you don't have to score 100%, isn't it? We have to score the passing mark. It is a percentile exam. It is a norm based exam. It depends upon how students do. If you find the paper tough, don't worry. Everybody is finding it tough. So the passing score will be less. So, in any situation in the exam, don't panic, is what you have to understand. And you have to give your best. You don't have to score 100%. So, if one question get wrong, like I don't know that percentage. Okay, I don't know that question answer. It is very complicated from some topic like oncology or something which I have not, I have read it, but it's always confusing. I forgot. It's okay. You are a human being. You can forget things. It's acceptable. Don't allow that feeling to go in the second question is very important. Forget about whatever done. Forget about whatever you have done wrong. What you even know you have done wrong, or even if you are unsure of, don't take that feeling to the next question and don't allow your focus to go because of that. Because if one question you have done and you keep thinking about that, you cannot focus on the next question and the next question time will go, isn't it? So it's very important that you leave the question, you read the question with focus. They will give you pen and paper. In Pearson view usually they give you, so you can write down some important words which you think if a long scenario. Thankfully RCOG is very kind, believe me, and they never give you, they will give you ideal scenario in exam. And nowadays, because it is online, they are not giving very big questions. The questions length are little shorter compared to when it was paper exam where it was very long scenarios. So they are kind enough. They know students' capability. They take students' reviews and accordingly they keep modifying their self. So they know how much you can handle and they give you as much as you can handle only. So most important thing is don't allow the baggage to carry to the next question. If one question you don't know, don't allow yourself to affect, because sometimes what happened when you start the exam and first 2 3 SBAs you don't know. It's okay. You don't know. Just use your common sense and take it. Don't leave it for the last because I don't know. I will flag it and come at the end and see it. There is no negative marking. So why to leave it? You just tick it and and flag it. And later, whenever you have finished all your questions, and if you have time, you can come back and review it. But whatever your first instinct, according to your general knowledge, according to your common sense, tick it. Try to attempt all the question. Don't leave any question for the last minute. Go in sequence, keep ticking. Very important because there is no negative marking. And if you don't know the question, sometimes some talk questions which is very new, might be you can't remember some numbers, you can't remember, don't worry at all. Whatever you feel could be a possibility, just take it. As I told you, you don't have to score 100%. So don't panic if you don't know some questions. Some question will be tough. Yes, 10% will be really, really tough. So we will, even if we make that 10% wrong, remaining 90% is our memory game. So if you do well, our concepts are clear, we can do it. So very, very important that don't carry the baggage. Start from the sequencing. Whatever you feel is might be review is worth, just flag it. But believe me, before changing the answer, think two times. Because most of the time, whatever we think for the first time is correct. So before changing the answer, always think two times. Don't keep flipping. No, this one, then again, no, this one, no. Whatever comes first in your mind, tick it, and then think two times before changing it. That is very important. Now, regarding the time management, SBA 50 SBAs and 50 EMQs, and you all know that EMQs are more important. The question marking are like that 40 marks for SBA and 60 marks for EMQ. So, definitely, you have to give more times to EMQ. So, you can give. See, in SBA, some will be repeat. Some question you just see and you know the answer. So it doesn't even take 1 minute. So you keep 1 hour roughly for SBA and 2 hour roughly for EMQs. That is very important. But don't panic. Don't keep seeing the time. Maybe you'll take little extra time for something. Some SBA will be easy. It will finish faster. Some SBA will take 2 minutes. It's okay. Don't hammer yourself for the time every now and then. You are keeping a rough idea that after 1 hour you should have finished the SBA so that you have 2 hours for EMQ. Most of the last students, last two, three batches student told that time was enough. So time is enough. Don't panic for the time, but just keep a rough catch for yourself that you shouldn't. Initially, what happened when you start the exam, you are too much tense, but gradually you get relaxed. Once you start solving, you get relaxed and your speed become faster. So don't think that 10 SBA I will do in 10 minutes and after 10 minutes you panic. No need. In 1 hour you will be surely be able to do the 50 SBA. So keep a cap of 1 hour, but don't keep a cap of 10 minutes like that, and don't keep checking the time. Go with the flow. Go with the flow and don't get stressed up about the time because time is enough, but don't waste time also. If you don't know something, don't keep thinking about it. Whatever you know for SBA especially, don't waste enough time because you have limited time and you have to do that in that much time because EMQs has many options and it is more confusing. SBAs are straightforward. So take all these messages, keep all these messages in your mind and start doing it. And at the end, when you are coming towards end, some of the students in personal chat they told me that I get bored in exam. I sometimes I feel I'm losing it, and the feeling is not good. So keeping yourself positive in the exam is very, very, very important. Keeping yourself confident is very, very important. So see all the positives, what all you have done till now. Maybe you had some work in between, you might have lost track in between, but it's okay. At the end, your preparation is good. You think you're better than others. Like that, you keep in your mind. Unless you are positive in your mind, producing positivity is very difficult. So you think, oh, I could clear that person doubt. So yes, I'm better. So it's not the time to judge yourself. It's time to be confident and happy and proud about whatever you have done till now in your preparation. And you should feel on the day of exam you're ready and you will kill it. You are going to pass it. You will succeed. With that feeling, with that proud, you should enter the exam room. And with that proud, you should come out of exam room. No discussion in between with any student, any friends, what they have done in that question, this question, no need. Whatever done, done. So this is what the most important thing. Don't talk in between two papers. This lunch break is just to relax your brain. Only eat, drink. You shouldn't be dehydrated. You should eat something for glucose so that your brain can work in 100% efficiency. The same way, before paper one, if you can stop reading till you're traveling like 1 hour, 2 hour, if you can stop according to what how you like. But if you stop reading for a while, it's better. Why? Because your brain should relax so that during paper 180 minutes, it can produce enough. If you are okay with not reading on the day of exam, that is also fine because it doesn't make any difference. any difference, believe me. Whatever you see in the last minute, that will keep popping in your mind and it will take your brain energy. So your brain should be fresh for the exam to handle the stress of exam, because it is an intense exam of 6 hours with 1 hour gap. How you can keep your brain fresh is very important on the day of exam. So no need of, since morning 6 o'clock I got up, 1 o'clock I have exam and I'm reading. My brain has no capacity to think after 5 hours. Don't do that. Everybody will be having a different time zone. Some of you are from different countries, some are from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, many countries. So my advice, UK. So my advice is that don't make your brain tired on the day of exam. So according to your exam timing and according to how much time you can relax, try to relax. Listen to the music or whatsoever. I know it is difficult and you must be thinking what I'm talking, but my purpose of telling you this is your brain shouldn't be exhausted before the exam, because in exam you have 6 hours of intense work. So in between, this 1 hour is to relax your brain. Before this exam, your job is to relax your brain, and that is what you should focus on the day of exam. Do you all agree with me? Do you have any queries regarding this? That on the day of exam, how you are going to handle the paper? In the end, when you're coming towards the last few questions, your brain will be tired, right? So what you have to do is just try to take some juices, some water if you are dehydrated, if you like some chocolates, anything is fine. If you, sometimes what happened when I gave exam, I was getting too much severe backache. I was having no painkiller. So whatever you like, either Brufen, paracetamol, combiflam, whatever you like as a painkiller, just keep at least some painkiller with you. Because sometimes because of anxiety, we get headache, and if we, in that headache we will give the paper, obviously our efficiency will be less. So take care of yourself. This is very important. Take care of yourself on the day of exam is really, really important. Take care of your brain on the day of exam and the night before exam, and having a good night's sleep is really, really important to produce whatever you have done in the last 6 months, to prove your hard work, to give your 100% of brain capability. You have to try to relax your brain, which is really, really important. Now, anybody has any queries? Am I clear? You all are agreeing with me? Okay, great. So do this. Now, EMQ, we all know EMQs are the most challenging one, right? So what you have to do for EMQs is you have to see the questions, right? You have to see the questions, read the option. Before reading the option, you have to make your choices, and you have to do like that. So let us have that once more. Let us go to the next. Time management, as I told you, it's important, but don't run behind time. Time is enough. Take your time for difficult question. Whatever easy, it will come within seconds. Some question will be repeat. Approximately 30 to 50% are from the repeat or repeat topics. So that will be easier. So only remaining 20% we have to do. It's not difficult. Believe me, it's doable. Only keep a check of time is important. Note down the buzzword. If you think that it is a long scenario, just whatever positive finding you got, just scribble in your piece of paper, so that at the end you can understand the scenario well. If you find it is a very long scenario, that will help you. Now, in EMQ, you all know, first of all, you have to read the instruction. Very, very important, because this instruction will tell you, you have to choose the next step, most appropriate step, or what. Like here, most appropriate management. So it's very important. Otherwise, you cannot make it correct. So this instruction part, you have to read first. If you can see, there are many options and there are 5 questions. Now, whenever you read this question, you get the answer in your mind. So first make the answer in your mind and then go to the options and look for your right option. Some option will be little closure, but once you see it with focus, like here it is written comments IV prophylactic unfractionated heparin. Here comments, here change. So that is the difference. changed to prophylactic intravenous unfractionated heparin. So this is the difference. The word, I always tell you all, RCOG is all about wordplay. RCOG is all about mind games. So please, 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 wordplay is very, very important. You have to understand where the word is changing, what is the synonym, what they are trying to tell you, when to use reassure. Reassure only when you find there is no problem at all. And most of the time, there will be some problem. So think twice before reassure. Is there any problem? If no problem, you will reassure. So reassure word means there is no problem at all. So be careful about wordplay always. And like you see in here in 5 questions, if you see for one question, there will be only 4 close options. Some will be antenatal, some will be postnatal, some will be related to when to stop, when to remove, like this. Any difference in comments and start or offer? Comments or start is same, Dr. Yasmin. Comments and start is same. Offer and consider is different according to NICE. So recommend or offer is same. Recommend treatment recommended or treatment offered is same, and considered treatment is different according to NICE. Now in this scenario, if you see, as I told you, remove catheter, remove catheter. If you see, these all options you don't have to read for antenatal patient. This is all after giving regional analgesia. So be careful in reading the question, making the answer in your mind, and go and choose. And once you do that, only 4 options you will find, and it will become like an SBA, because only 4, 5 related options you will find pertaining to that scenario. So this is very important. This is very important that first make answer in your mind and then go read the option. So half of the, like for this, I don't have to read this. Only this much is enough. So that's how I will cut short my time of reading all the options all the time for every EMQ. No need. You have to see the EMQ, make the answer in your mind, and find out your options from here. Now, other important aspect is antibiotic doses, timing, how many days. Like in infection, you will see acyclovir, different doses for chickenpox, different for herpes, 5 days for something, 7 days for something. So be careful about that. Like in EOGBS, they will tell you intrapartum pyrexia. Then you don't have to choose the benzyl penicillin. Then you have to choose the broad spectrum antibiotic like amoxicillin or cefuroxime. Be careful. And then dosing, then the days, especially for antibiotic questions. Dosing days are very important. Be careful about that because they will give you close options of dosing and days to confuse you. So be careful about that. Whenever there is hours or something, be careful. They will confuse you with 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 10 hours, or whatsoever. So be careful about numbers. They can give you close and confusing numbers. So that's why first thinking in your mind and taking out from your brain that information is important. The good thing about EMQ is all the 5 questions are from the same topic. So once you read it, DVT, okay. So now your brain, you should focus on the DVT guideline. Now don't think about any other guideline. Whatever they will ask you from that guideline. Like a question from PPH. Focus yourself, narrow down your vision, narrow down your mind to PPH so that you will be able to focus on your guideline and take out the answer. So your brain will think only about PPH, only about DVT when answering that question. So your thought will be limited and it will be sooner for you to get the answer. So this is how you have to approach the EMQ. EMQs are very important and you can spare 2 minutes for a EMQ, which is more than enough because the remaining question is from same topic. So gradually the questions will become easier and easier and the answer also will become quicker and quicker. So don't worry, time is not a problem. Think carefully, listen the words carefully and leave the distractor where the question, especially for EMQ, you have to sense where they are taking you. Sometimes sometimes in stepwise approach they will give you this is done, like in cases of bladder pain syndrome we saw many confusing EMQ. Bladder pain syndrome, what is the initial investigations, and once the investigation done and bladder pain syndrome diagnosis has been made, what next? So once the diagnosis has been made, like if they give you in question bladder pain syndrome diagnosis has been made, that means they have done the urine, they have done urine routine microscopy, they have done the whatever the basic investigation, food diary, fluid diary, that all has been done. So whenever they take you to the next step and take you to management aspect, the initial step is done. So keep that in mind. whenever there is a stepwise thing, if they give you the next step, the first step is done, you have to assume that thing. In first step, if there is three things, that means if they give you this has been done, that means it is done. All the three steps of the initial has been done. Otherwise they give you here next step, initial management, like that. So be careful about that reading part of EMQ, because until unless you understand where they are taking you, it's difficult for you to answer the right option. Believe me, it's not that difficult in exam. If your concepts are clear, the scenarios are very clear. Once you see the recall, you get confused that half things are there, half are not there. Don't worry, in exam your book practice, whatever you have done, it is like that only, and more clear cut scenario, no confusing words, nothing. So be careful. Don't overthink is also important. Don't overthink. Sometimes what happen, you keep thinking, keep, no, it can't be so simple. The college cannot give so simple question. No, it is not like that. There will be some simple questions. There will be some very simple, easy, repetitive questions, which are the basic question, which they have to ask from an MRCOG candidate. So they will ask you, and you can easily answer it. So don't think that because I can easily answer it, this is not correct. Don't think like that. There will be easy questions, and most of the questions are straightforward. So overthinking will be more backfiring rather than beneficial. So don't overthink. Just read it with a relaxed mind, get an answer, take it, and forget about it when you read the next question for SBA. But in EMQ, you have to keep a track of all the questions because all questions are related from the same guideline. Sometimes I read this and I will get something in my mind. When I read this, I might understand that that answer was for this and there is another answer for this. Maybe I got confused. So in EMQ, you have to analyze all the EMQ together. But make the answers and then at the end you have to choose is what you have to do. And believe me, some will be antenatal, some will be postnatal. So you will be able to choose the answer quite quickly. Any doubt about EMQ, how to approach the EMQ and how to handle it? Clear, all of you? Dr. Akshinda, Dr. Safia, Dr. Samreen, clear? Okay, good. So keep all these things in your mind so that on the day of exam, you are very relaxed. Okay, very good. Now, how is your feeling? All of you can share your feeling, how you're feeling presently. You all told that we are feeling, some of you are feeling that uh, we don't remember anything, but you are exceptionally performing well in all the mocks and final mock. I'm depressed and exhausted. Samreen, that's what I tell you. If you're depressed and exhausted, just close the book, listen to the music and relax. You're not giving your brain the time to rejuvenate. Don't go in this exhausted stage in the exam. Whatever you have done, it is not going to come back. The time has already gone, isn't it? And believe me, you have done good. So now in these 2 days, if you torture your brain for whatever you have done or not done, your brain is going to backfire. My dear Safia, yes, it is exhaustive. This exam is exhaustive. The preparation is exhaustive. But be proud of yourself. You have come so long. Be proud of your hard work. Don't be depressed because depression and exhaustion is your enemy. Now you tell me, even if you feel, what is your fear? Means what is your fear? Why you are feeling that? Why you are fearful? Why you are exhausted and depressed? Tell me that. Anybody can open your mic and tell me that. Why you're feeling so low? What is the reason behind that? Feeling forgetting the thing. Dr. Yasmin, oncology fear. Don't fear from oncology. Believe me. Statistics are always till exam. Believe me, before my exam, I thought I will be able to handle the statistics and all that. But at the end, I realized that the statistics questions are beyond my reach because nobody taught me statistics. So I was not knowing anything. Only whatever I prepared for myself at that time. And definitely when I'm preparing, I have to prepare all the modules, not only statistics. So some things I was not knowing, but I still passed the exam in first attempt. So don't worry, statistics is not the decider. The decider is your concept of the knowledge of the module, not the statistics. Don't afraid of statistics. And you have the statistics recording. If you feel afraid, just listen to it once. It is not a very big recording. Just listen to it once and you will be confident. But anything to grab, anything you feel weak and you want to revise in this last 2 days, your mind should be relaxed to grab things. If you are already feeling exhaustive and you're feeling depressed, you will not gain anything. My dear Rehana, you will feel you are not able to remember, but in exam, you don't have to write anything, right? You only have to choose. So when you see the options, when you see the right dosing, right number of days, automatically your brain formatted. So whatever you have learned, it's already there in one corner of your brain. If I asked you to produce, you might not be able to. That's perfectly all right. But when you see four options, you can easily choose the right one. Because in your brain, that information is rightly grabbed in a place. And when it is needed, it will come out. Believe me, on the day of exam, your potential is much, much higher than you think. Sometimes I'll tell you a story just to relax you all. My father was in a transferable job, and I used to keep changing school, 1 year here, 1 year there, like that. So in my 12th standard, I changed my school in the middle, that too. And the teachers didn't like it at all because I came in the middle. Nobody liked me. I have no friends, nothing. I was in the 12th. In the middle of this thing, I changed, and I gave my half yearly paper of chemistry. And after that, when the exam went off, the paper came, the teacher, the chemistry teacher of mine, circulated my answer sheet to everybody, telling that read how nicely she wrote. And when I saw my own paper, I'm surprised that I wrote this. You got my point? In exam, your potential is much higher than you think. So don't think like that, that I don't remember. In one corner of your brain you might think you don't remember, but suppress that part of your brain and come up confident that no, I have done enough, I have read enough, and I will do it. Believe me, you will do it. The thing is the mind game, the thing is the attitude, the thing is the confidence, the thing is we have to play with our mind now. Enough of mind playing with us. So 2 days now, we have to be very elated, very confident, and happy that so long I studied every day, so long I listened to the recording. We have more than 40 recordings almost, isn't it? Even maybe more than that. So we all have done so wonderfully. We have covered all the aspect of curriculum. Nothing is untouched. We have covered all the GTGs, all the talks in the session. You have done the mocks, you have done the module wise mock, final mock. So nothing, no stone is unturned. So why we should be afraid? We have done it in a systematic manner. So we have done everything to pass this exam. And believe me, the hard work is always answered, the prayers are always answered when we have given our full ability and time and dedication. So don't worry. If you're afraid of what will happen, the result, don't be afraid of that, because that will decrease your efficiency. That negativity will come in your mind. So think only presently. Don't think what will be the next. Don't think of the other side of coin. Only think of positivity. Only think I will pass the exam for these 2 days only. For these 2 days only, give the exam, and then whatever you want to think, that's okay. But now you have to tune your brain and mindset to give the exam. For that, the positivity is really, really important. Believe me, that makes a difference. And if my today's session help you all in making some questions right, because you will be relaxed mind and confident mind, that will really serve the purpose of today's session. It is only to set your mind to give the exam. It is only to relax you all. And believe me, the hard work we have done together, I know. Before my exam, I have not done this much. The hard work we have done together, the way in the systematic manner we have done together, the reading, the mocks, I have not done all this, believe me. I only read my guidelines. I make 3 times, I read my guidelines, made the notes, solved the books, that's it. So you have done better than me. You have, I have, we have all together learned a lot. We have done really, really well. Thank you, Dr. Yasmin. Thank you so much. You all, whenever you all listen to the recording, you bless me. That is my reward. So definitely we have done something good. So feel good about yourself is what I'm trying to tell you. And don't think about the other half. Think about the positive half till 2 days at least. Because the positive mindset is really, really important for the exam. Don't think about what could go wrong, what others will think. No, your success story will be yours, and your success will be yours. So don't think about what others will think. Your family is always supportive to you. That is what it matters. So don't think about distant people. Don't think about family, friends, and other people. Just think about yourself and your family who has done sacrifices for you. Only think presently about what could go right is what you have to set your brain to. So the only thing that overcome the hard luck is hard work. Don't think my luck is hard and this and that. It's okay. Whatever hard luck it is, believe me, my luck is also not a very good one. I always think. But still, the hard work can surpass all the luck problems. Luck is only 10%, 90% is hard work. So luck is about your mindset. Luck is about how good and confident uh, student you are in the exam. So that is what we are working on, that 10%, that you go in the exam with head held high, with the confidence that I'm going to kill this exam. And anyways, how much difference it will make for us by, definitely if we have put the effort, we want a positive result, yes. But if you keep thinking about what will happen, I'm not remembering, this will decrease your efficiency. So think positive and take it on a positive note is what will make a big difference. Now, what we have done so far, in the beginning we were like, how we will do it, what we will do it, how much, how what, how much time for this that. But now we are in stage, I can do it, I will do it, and I will succeed. So now you all are in this stage, only 2 days away from your success. So please don't allow the negative things to come, and don't give even a small place to the negative things, please, because that will not help you in any way, but that can decrease your morale. Yes, my dear Safia, please believe me, you all can do it. You all are intelligent people, you all are doctors, so obviously you all are intelligent, you all are practicing, so it's easy. Only you be in the RCOG mode in the exam. Don't use your practical knowledge in the exam. Always be in the RCOG mode. Always only remember the guideline and talks, what they say. Only remember what we have discussed in the recordings, what we have told. As I told you, just write down one page of things you find difficult to memorize. Only you can flip through that pages in next 2 days. This is what you have to do. That's it. And I have given the high yield topic also to you all, that which are according to the last 3 year recall, which are the most important topic from where repeated questions are coming. If you want to revise, you can revise that topic notes of yours. So that will further shorter down your revision. See, as I told you, these 2 days, what you do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Your concept already clear, and you will pass the exam, even if you don't do anything in these 2 days. So don't press upon your brain too much, because your brain also needs some relaxation. Don't pull your threads too much, that it will be so exhausted on the day of exam that whatever you have done in the last few months, you cannot produce it. It's time to relax. It's time to be confident, is what you have to understand. The next 48 hours only you have to focus on how you can relax your brain. Whenever any negative thought is coming in your mind, think about the positive. How I solved that question nobody could solve. How I solved that question easily. How I scored that much in the mock. That means I'm doing good. So, whenever a negative thought comes in your mind, just kick it out by remembering good thoughts and positive thoughts, how you have done better in the whole process of preparing for this exam, how you became a better clinician by preparing for this exam. Believe me, that will help you in being positive and keeping your mind positive, because we have discussed everything possible in the curriculum for the exam. And as I told you again and again, I tell you all that you don't have to score 100%. So there is some scope for you forgetting things. And whatever you think I'm remembering and I might forget, might be you might forget that and that will not come in the exam. So it doesn't matter. What you remember will come in the exam. Why don't we think like that? That what I'm remembering is going to come in the exam and I will pass, because everything possibly from this big curriculum you cannot bring in your mind and revise it, and your mind will keep thinking about some or the other things, which some you will remember and some you will not remember, which is natural. But that's okay because that will come in the exam. What is the guarantee of that? Whatever you forget, it's okay. But it's not 100% that that will come also in exam. So it's okay, isn't it? So don't worry. Don't worry. Don't allow any negativity around you, is what is most important now. As I told you, the potential within you is greater than the obstacle around you. And believe me, on the day of exam, your brain is really, really working in high speed, even higher speed than the computer. So don't worry. You will do it. Only keep your composure, keep calm, keep relaxed, give your brain time to relax before the exam, on the day of exam, and only use that 6 hours your brain. In between, just shut it off. Just in between my exam, I remember very well, I just did head down and I just tried to relax. I didn't read anything. And my habit is I never read 2 hours, 3 hours. Whenever I start travel for the exam, I never touch anything. And if the exam is very late, if it is very early in the morning, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I don't read anything in the morning. So according to your time zone, if it is very late, also don't exhaust yourself. Try to relax your brain before the exam so that you can use your brain in that intense manner in that 6 hours is what is important. So you have to every day convince you in these 2 days, every hour, I can do it, I will do it, I can do it, I will do it. Pat your back for the hard work you have done. This is what you have to do now. Feel good, at least feel happy that so long you could sustain with the daily dedication, daily work, daily effort, and God will pay the hard work for sure. So don't worry, just relax, pray to God, and keep patting yourself for all your hard work. The result is not in our hand, but giving the exam in the right manner, in the right state of mind is in our hand. So we should do that uh, in a good way because without that, it is not possible. Thank you, dear Rehana. Yes, I tried my level best. That's why I gave you uh, stepwise everything. When your brain is ready for mock, I gave you like that. When your brain is ready for recalls, I gave you that. When your brain is ready for flashcard, I gave you that. So that every step is in an organized manner and your brain is tuned to pass the exam in the relaxed manner. So good luck. Positive mind, positive vibes, positive life. So as I told you, positive only these 2 days, only positivity will be around. No negative thought you will allow in your brain to enter. And if anything is troubling you, just just tell it that I am better than this. So tell the negative thought that I have much more knowledge than if I forget one thing, no problem. I am remembering many things. So just revise the last minute, whatever you have kept for yourself, or even if you don't do anything, as I told you, you can pass the exam because you're prepared. So don't pressurize your brain too much is what at the end I want to tell. Don't pressurize your brain too much because ultimately your brain is also getting tired. You're using it too much. Isn't it? Every day you're pressing your brain. Today I will remember this. Today I will do this EMQ. Today I will do this. Give your brain a break. This is also important. Have a good night's sleep. Are you all people are sleeping well? Anybody has sleeping problems? Or you all can sleep well? Not at all. So Farheen, you're not sleeping at all? Very sleepy, too sleepy. Very good. Yes, if you're sleeping,
No,
it's a
I'm
good
too
thing.
much
Believe me.
sleepy.
If you're sleeping,
I'm
it's a good
enjoying
thing
sleep.
because that gives your
I'm
brain
enjoying the
time
sleep.
to think. And that's
I'm
good.
I'm visiting my
You're
center
absolutely
and
fine.
just enjoying.
Yasmin, do you believe in taking anti-anxiety then? I take some time before my exams. Uh, till now, though I never had a problem with sleeping. And obviously, when I gave my exam, I didn't took it. Believe me, if you have too much, if you're not able to sleep, taking an anti-anxiety is not going to harm. Sometimes I take it when I started mentoring, at that time I needed it a lot because I used to think how to make things easier for others, and this is not in my hand. So I used to think whole night sometimes. So I needed it a lot. But believe me, anti-anxiety is not a bad thing, though you don't get it in Riyadh. But it's a good thing to relax your mind. But 6, 7 hours sleep is must. My center setting file and thinking about part three. Good, good. So, Akriti, you can read and sleep. Can't thank you enough. Thank you, my dear Revati. Bromazepam or gabapentin. Oh God, gabapentin not a bad drug. I used to take it sometimes when I was having the muscle ache and all. Gabapentin also give you an induction of sleep, but sleep is very important. Believe me, on the a night before exam also sleep is very important, because whatever you have done is all go in vain if you are not slept properly. You cannot use your brain 100%. So anybody, Revati, my dear, you are in India, you can get an anti-anxiety, Alprex or anything, and easily you can take it, no problem. So anti-anxiety are just relax anxiety, and you will be able to sleep well, and you will get up fresh. It is having no hangover or anything. Don't worry about that. Some people think that it will give you hangover. It is not sedative. It is anti-anxiety. So if some of you have problem in sleeping before the exam, then you have to have at least 8 hours sleep before the exam. Okay. So the night sleep means if you sleep at 10 o'clock and get up at 6, or 11 o'clock and get up at 7, whatever your choice. Even if you sleep more, no problem, but don't sleep less. At least 8 hours sleep all should have before exam, so that your brain can relax. This all we are doing just for our brain to work 100% on the exam day in that 6 hours. Okay. So just try to see your own way how you are handling your exams earlier and how you did it earlier. But your brain should be relaxed, and you should sleep at least 8 hours. So Yasmin, try to sleep well, my dear. Otherwise, you know enough, Yasmin. I've seen a lot of difference in your recall session also. You were doing really great. So don't worry too much, because worrying, and ultimately you will be too much worried and make the paper, and you do things wrong, is really criminal in the exam, isn't it? And you should do the things right in the exam. This is what it should be. So for that, you should be in the relaxed mode. So try not to take too much on your heart and brain, and don't think too much. What is the fear in your mind, Yasmin? Why you're not able to sleep? I'm not understanding that, first of all. Can you speak up? What is fearing you? Why your sleep is not proper? Because sleep is really, really important. Fear to fail and left alone in the group. Why you feel like that? Fear to fail, just take it out from your mind. As I told you, for next 2 days, you will not think about failing. You will only think about passing. Why you left out of group? You will not. I am there. I am there for you all till you all will succeed. So don't think that that you will left alone. You will never be left alone, and you know that I will not leave you, right? So take out that fear from your mind. That is very important. If you earlier whenever you have given exam, you was fearful. You had too much of anxiety, but no benefit, right? So this time let's try things differently. Let's go with the confidence and head held high, and let's see how it will make the difference. No, believe me, Fareen, this is really important, because I know you all have done enough hard work with me since 7 months. You all are with me, so I know you all have done enough, and you all can pass. Only thing is now you have to handle your brain. You have to tell your brain, "I will do it. I will pass. I will do it. I will pass." That positivity is very, very important. Don't fear of failing. Believe me, nobody asks you at the end how many attempts you took for part 2 or part 3 or part 1. It's all different for everybody. Everybody's shoes is different. Everybody's success stories is different. So don't think about that part. And even if you want to think about that part, let us think that after 3 days, please. Because I don't want, because of this fear, your efficiency in the exam go down. Please. So please, for my sake, if you feel I'm your friend, please take out your fear, and you know that I will always be there with you. So take out your fear, first of all, of anything, and just think about the positive in these 2 days. And believe me, the miracle, the wonder will come out from your brain. Believe me. So sleep, you all got the message that sleep is very important. The night before the exam, very important. Some of you might travel to some place to give the exam in the hotel and all. So don't worry. Once I leave, believe me, whenever I travel to a place, I leave all my things at my home. I don't take anything to read. Only one tablet or something, means one thing only of the study material, not all the books and everything, no need. Just because if you want to read something, you should have something. So if you all are traveling in a hotel or something, the weather is different, you are out of your home, your comfort zone, don't bother yourself too much. You should focus on how I can sleep well, eat well, and be comfortable in the exam. So don't stay late up at night. Sleep well. Don't skip your dinner. You should eat healthy meal. Don't eat fast food or something, because it can, and outside food especially, be careful, because if you are in a hotel or something, be careful about that, because it can upset your stomach. Do what you like. Do your favorite thing to relax for a while. Just listen to some song or whatever you like, so that you can relax your body and mind. Good sleep we already discussed. And before the night, you should check all your documents, ID, everything with you, what you have to take to the exam. You shouldn't panic at the last. Where is my ID? Where is my pencil or whatever you want to take? Though they give you pencil and eraser, I think. But now, anyways, it is online, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, whatever you want to take, just make your things ready the day before exam. And then you go to sleep, and then you be relaxed. This is what very important. Take care of yourself. Then only you can produce your 100% efficiency. So the day has arrived, which we have waited for so long. So keep calm. Keeping calm, being composed is very important. So take your valid ID, take some juices, chocolate, anaparacetamol, or whatever painkiller you like. Take it. Don't be empty stomach, because if you cannot eat well, your brain will be lack of glucose. In between exam also, if you have a habit of drinking or having chocolates or anything for boosting up your glucose level, do that, because sometimes when your brain is tired, you make more mistakes. So try to boost yourself in between. Try to tell yourself, be happy, be proud about yourself that you finished 50 SBA. Yes, very good. Now you are having only 50 EMQs, this much time left. Arrange yourself. EMQs are from similar topics, so it will be quicker, and definitely it will be within time. So don't panic. Take break for water, take break for juices, chocolates, whatever you like. It doesn't take your time away, but it increase your efficiency. So it depends on you. If you need, you can take it. If you don't need, your wish, but keep it with you. Even if you don't need it, no harm in keeping up with you whatever you might need. As I told you, don't read too much before exam and exhaust your brain. Keep your brain fresh for the exam. Whatever you're going to win, as I told you, it is you're going to win from whatever knowledge you have grabbed till now. So on the day of exam, whatever you read, it doesn't make a difference. Even if you don't read, it doesn't make a difference. Don't talk to anyone, because somebody will tell you this question, what you mark, that question, what you mark, or this, do you remember that table? Do you remember that dose? Don't listen to anybody's question. Don't answer to anybody's question, because whatever they are asking, it is not sure that it will come in exam, even if you know or don't know. So your mind will be wandering. Some people's mind will be wandering. Some will be thinking something. I'm thinking about EOGBS. You are thinking about gynae topic. Somebody is thinking about something else. If everybody will keep asking, you are using your brain ultimately to answer it or think about it. No need. Give rest to your brain before the exam is very important, so that your brain is fresh for the exam. So please take care of this. And in between paper, as I told you, just keep your head down, try to relax, try to soothe in your mind, so that the next 100 questions which you are going to face should be with the fresh mind. So relaxing is very important. Relaxing in between the paper is very important. Until unless you are relaxed, you cannot give your 100% to the paper. So on the day of exam, don't panic, give your best, and you will succeed. As I told you, only positive thoughts are allowed for us to take with us, and definitely our blessings, our elders' blessing, and definitely my prayers are with you. I'll be there. I'll be there in your thoughts, right? I'll be there in your thoughts. You will, might be some of you, during giving the exam, you will remember some of my jokes, some of the things. So I'll be there with you. 100 first paper and 100 second paper. Yes, my dear, 100 for both. Usually they say OB and gynae, but sometimes there is mixture also, one or two EMQs or some questions. But as I told you, you're ready for both the papers, so it doesn't matter. And you're not going to read in between, so it doesn't matter. Whatever they want to ask, let them ask. So it is like, come, I'm ready. I can kill it. So this is what feeling you should have on the day of exam. Like you go like a champion. Yes, I am the champion and I can handle it. I can handle it with courage. I can handle it with confidence. This feeling you should get. Like in playground they go, right? The winning team, like how they are always winning and they go with the pride. The same way you should go in the exam hall that I'm going to win it. I'm going to play it right. So it is all about your mindset, as I told you. This session is only to make your mind positive and don't think about what I am not remembering, but think about what I am remembering. And try to relax your mind and brain and give your brain some time for relaxation. If you think I cannot relax later, today you relax at least. Give yourself a break today. Go out for dinner with your family or do something which will help you in relaxing. Because relaxation is really, really important for your brain, isn't it? So believe in yourself and you all will succeed for sure. So good luck. I'm sure you all will do great and you all will succeed. And at the last, you all will make, thank you, my dear Mariam. Yes, you all will make proud, and I will be proud of myself when you all succeed. And I think I have done justice because if any deficiency from my side, I will be blaming myself. So if you all will succeed, it is not only your success, it is our success. And definitely we will be celebrating soon. And thank you all for believing in me. Thank you all for believing in MRCOG. And I hope you had a wonderful experience with us. And we are a family, and I'll be there for you no matter what. So don't think about anything other than positive things. If you have any, I saw in the last 1 month, hardly anybody has any doubt. That is a good sign. That means you have the clarity. Only the memorizing part was left in the last month. You had all the clarity, you had all the EMQ sessions, you had all the recordings of talks, GTG. So you only have to memorize. Thank you, my dear Akriti. You all are a gem. Believe me, and you are really very special and near to my heart. Believe me. Thank you, my dear Revati. So, this is what the purpose today. Be positive. Thank you, my dear Farheen. Yes, I worked hard. Believe me, I worked hard sometime. My family, they are like she's engrossed in her studies. She was not that engrossed when she was giving exam herself. Now she's so engrossed. So they are like that. So yes, I really like it and I'm very passionate about it. And I really get engrossed in it. Then I forget my surrounding. It is like that much of focus I have. And you all also have that. So as I told you, your potential is greater than you think. Thank you, my dear Shobna. Your potential is greater than you think. So believe in yourself and go and achieve it. Go and grab it. It is your right. It is your right to pass and you will pass. Thank you, my dear Safia. So please, please, please be positive and go in the exam with a positive note and come out with pride. And definitely we will celebrate sooner all the successes we will have. And definitely we will have. Yes, once we will pass Akriti, yes, we will have a session again to congratulate each other, to be happy together. Because, yes, we have done a many, many hours we have spent together discussing things. And we are just like family. You are really like my extended family. You all are. So I never feel, sometimes you might have find myself harsh that I'm too harsh. It is like I am telling my children, if you don't do this, how you will do? As I always tell, do the easy things right. The most important is in the exam to pass is always make the easy things right because difficult is difficult for everybody. Difficult, everybody can do wrong. But if you do all the easy things right, you have already sailed half of the things. You have already done half of the things. Thank you, my dear Reema. Thank you. Very good, Akriti. Yes, you have cleared the exam already. Yes, that feeling I want. Believe me, all of you have should have that feeling because that is really a positive thing and that will really help you in exam. Your mindset that will really help you in exam. And as I told you, if you do all the easy things correct, you will pass. So forget about whatever forgetful things are there. Keep revising. London is good, my dear Revati. It's good, but I'm still in hotel. I'm looking for apartments and I'm looking for residence yet. So maybe in a week or two, I will go to the apartment, and then after that only the job will start. So it will take time, but yes, the weather is good here and the hotel is good, and having a good time searching for the properties which one to rent. So it's a good thing, good feeling, but mixed feeling sort of, means little stress and little enjoyment like that. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. So all of you, anybody has any doubt now regarding the exam, how you have to go in the exam with the confidence, with the positive thoughts, and you will accompany, the only thing accompany with you in the exam hall is positive thought, the blessing of your family and elders, and my prayers, and your confidence. Nothing else. Believe me. And you all will pass the exam for sure. So believe in yourself. Don't try to curse yourself always, because we always be very harsh on ourselves. Sometimes we should appreciate ourselves, right? You are bothering your brain so much, so appreciate your brain sometime. Always you keep telling, I forget, my memory. Sometimes appreciate your brain, like we tell our children, when we appreciate them, they do better. So appreciate your brain for whatever it is remembering, and then your brain will do better, isn't it? So that will be a good thing, to appreciate your brain for whatever you are remembering. It's a vast thing. And believe me, nobody can remember even 100%. And even I was not remembering 100%. Since your videos were too so precise. Thank you so much, my dear Shobna. You felt that you were with me. That is so, close lines and so much meant to me, that you all are feeling that I am with you. And believe me, I'll be with you in your thoughts in exam. So I if you believe in me, believe in yourself and go with the positivity. This is what we can do now in this next 2 days. And the exam is near. Think about, if you want to relax sometime, think about after exam, I will go there, enjoy there. Might be you have missed many things in this last few days. So you can enjoy with your family. What all I can do, 1 month I can relax. So think about the positive things, and definitely your brain will reward you. And definitely we will be able to celebrate it after some time. So anyone has any other doubt? Or we can wind up the session, because I don't want to take much of your time.
डॉक्टर श्वेता, I want to say really the course was really good. यानी बहुत अच्छा explain किया आपने. It was very nice. बस may Allah pass all of us. Thank you so much for your efforts.
So all set. You all are immersed in the positive thought now. Don't think about the other side. For thinking the other side, think it after the exam now. Only think about the positive side, and go in the exam with good thoughts, and you all will be able to do it. So you all will surely succeed. Believe in yourself, okay? And every day keep telling you the same thing, so that you all will be happy at the end. Okay, so thank you so much.